94.7 Asempa FM Sony Ekosiisen M'Ahiasem no asuguso a utie ne yeda munyina sese makoso de mafidie no atoha. And we are back from that press conference I told you about. A pressure group essentially. So utie and Semo Amodia Tuja and what the motive is and all of that. Arise Ghana group needing and Arise Ghana.
Ekosiisen M'Ahiasem.
Save Ghana now. Save Ghana now. Where you made in press conference from where it was live from Mikado, which is Kama Conference Center, and the Akofa at the Abremo 19 minutes after 3. Ekosiisen so ni medi your say bonsu. Ma yena boafo ni nyinara ase. Production team no so abon ho modern Dominic is here boa Nana Chumberema Jackson or saying Tiamoa, yawo Eric Opare, and a Queen Star at Japan. 6:30 p.m. na Jumedi no eba ewiye. This is where Ghana listens to. Omayene kwabena santie tenase na oh nyabutre.
His Excellency the President. He should never even attempt to get frustrated or disappointed. He should be disappointed in himself.
Adai.
Assembly of Man Paying no, your attitude. The problems of this country starts from Man Paying himself.
Attitude, man.
Now who Man Paying speech about he shouldn't a buyer, a chance you should be because you're the problem of this country now, because I started with the Man Paying himself.
Hey.
Of course. Now, no back attitude. Reshuffling crab boying. Obaka attitude. I just have for crowd one year Ghana for under his watch.
I just have that so.
Obaka attitude. And you're a leader. You don't exhibit desperation and frustration. Why? Wo ma senso buachi sika so fankwe anu anyana. Na o ka say yesuban. Obedi ye kan no. Na onim so be enforcement. Dan lawyer panimu na o kasa o Samson Lad the program o ba no e dey no kan. Nye constitution san keke wo.
Yeah.
E kwa be force be implemented. Eti Man Paying ujina na o kasa say na yesuban yesu. Who in the be enforcement because even in Abrochiri there's an enforcement. Now nobody is enforcing. You are frustrated. Leave the presidency and let people who will not be frustrated come and continue the job. We are frustrated against why? Galam say, and then I'll be no draw with John Jinapo. Abu Jinapo.
Samuel Abu Jinapo.
Where is the frustration come on? Appoint the right people, punish people, sack people, dismiss people, put fear. Give the police and the military independence. When I say independence, total independence. Don't practice family and friends. Don't come and vent your frustration on us. We are more than frustrated than the president.
Ekosiisen M'Ahiasem.
We are more than frustrated than the president. I want to remind him. Onyono Kacha say Accra will be the cleanest city within the time of office. What has changed?
And first
what has changed? If I'm watching 20, what has changed?
Hey.
What has changed, Obi? No leader in this country. And the Benya Kwenya Sabaya rhetorics over time, son of my yes. The indiscipline in this country, we are learning it from Yenko for Mudiyasu, the indiscipline. Now, here they are also Mashibium. Over some of his appointees. If we are running an efficient system, local assemblies didn't pardon way. MPP for that some internal elections. Mr. President, Adabraka, you are frustrating your own self because you don't want to do what is right. Adabraka.
What I found interesting, and I think he spoke from Tema.
Adabraka.
Listening to the speech, no? Well, I think they may find an interest that strike me was like,
what's that before?
Abina directed all MMDCs to go ahead and pull down structures in waterways. And I'm like,
because committee grievous offense a mine is a boca. Now no yentira han kan tell say local assemblies so mo yo mutuma yia.
The structures will not even be there in the first place.
No mo yo
for
mutuma
us
yia.
to go and break them down.
No man pay we yo one. Bibia e be ka bia say, do you know who I am? Jubilee House.
Asempa FM.
Who they intimidate you and to no at the autopilot things are falling apart. Who send SMC contractors ka? Who dey na beka?
SMC ne hwan mo.
Sa mo do dokwam yititi gatam unti omo ka.
Okay.
E dey na man pay person ka kire yi. It is Obi. Even though it's a collective responsibility, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, His Excellency, cannot and should never try again to demonstrate frustration and desperation. Now, you, the leader, you are frustrated. Now, my school 5 years.
But the leader is also human. The leader is not superhuman.
Now, the leader is superhuman. Now, then, in Ukraine, now Ukraine leader no leaders
yeah, but he's expressed frustration at a
no,
point.
but I'm saying he meant
And called on why other world leaders are abandoning.
One expression gentleman for expressing say a kuwa who do a we are here. I'm a janice on one contokwa or send a man from crying say minimum beko said the tibia nemo a kuwa who do am them who are done no and the majami. It's a right frustration.
No, but the other thing is, so, because I want us to look at all angles. I mean, I agree with you on the fact that leadership is cause, every other thing you effect. You know, the president cannot escape blame from the AC, especially the videos, the pictures we've seen. Yes, the president cannot escape blame. But my point is that, Oman, a system like ours, can make you frustrated.
Well, Obi, I don't want to know about that. Oba multimedia, your programs, my frustration.
Absolutely.
So, Obi Suachemiana, Utimia Fatuna. And I let me tell you, work in your own small office. The problems that you solve on daily basis, hourly basis. I had to make it work. Now, because I mean, a marine inspector. I mean, I'm going to one. My country say, I am a me back. Game for honor. I'm going to go above your phone. I'm going to go refuse down. My country. Yeah. Any assembly hall. And the president will be Pamnipa. Nakawaka, President Makacho, you have been MC position, and that's what now, Jabin.
No, no, let's take it one by one. My other way is say, even on flooding Adiano, you know, as a country, and under the watch of this administration, we've spent over 450 million Ghana cedis ostensibly to deal with floods. And I'm surprised that every year we still have the same situation on our hands. And that's why I agree with you, sir. Sometimes the president would have to crack the whip. It is a what for nipa bi so onye adwuma bi. Na adwuma no onye ne you fire the person. And the Adwoa Safo case ne classic example. You know, that is where I think the president enye sa nyoma na say ono aye de wo say oye. That's still a problem. That is where the president can then express genuine frustration.
What team we know? Guards or say whatever 247. I'm manipulate.
Yes.
Come now, Santi and who gaga not could in seven self-attack. Why am running where you want to I'm running the deal found. Now, what can some real Ghana? You do not go in. The law catches up with you dependent on who you are and where you are standing politically.
On Asempa FM.
Mr. President, no. Santi, no more money on TV. Yeah. And the pastor is about Muslim president on one expressing frustration and desperation. Yeah, whoop. Now, show the crown, who can the phone, na bembua. Now, so there's no make back. Who have the power to change the system? Every power is vested in you. Executive presidency. Not to me, I will be near. To me, I want to be near. And send you and your man move for a deal because show you there. You won't say what are close at them.
Yeah.
In show we there, you won't say them.
Your friends saying,
yeah.
Bath.
In show you won't say them. And send you and your move for a deal. Mr. President, the solution to this problem, apart from it being technical, your assemblies are not working.
Yeah.
Who did you patch as DC, Manson Cratch? Who you seem now to office, now so 2000, now to IGF, the common fund. This is the DC. A year be about bonds, I was say. A crona casam puntoni ensure you fast with the problem.
And no more executive authority
at
that level, you know.
Yes.
It's sad. I think that because if you are a lead in the Ghana polity, I can imagine what a president of Nigeria would then be feeling. Because Nigeria, population-wise, 10 times Ghana's population, the mess in that country is about 10 times our own. And you would be fed up completely.
I don't expect
but His
Excellency,
the president should do what he has to do.
Masa, yeka Ghana bakosem ewa manyo semu ene abrabo ene nimdia. I think that he's among the few people who knows the in and out of this country. And Amanyosem, Nanado should not disappoint.
Asempa FM.
I am supposed to go and stand there and express those disappointments.
And we do that on radio every day.
Every day. Yeah. The president was talking like me.
Which should not be the case.
It should not be the case. It should not be the case. That's why we say some languages or pronouncements are not parliamentary. That's why we say, in quote, in all humility to foot soldiers and serial callers. That's why we say, what can I say serial caller?
And the one part which I
yeah, and you categorize handle for almost to say,
some are even better than us.
Because I'm saying yes, because but yeah, category, what I say.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
And I mean, in summary, we are not here discounting how difficult the work of being president is. Yenim say, a president of a country like Ghana, 30 million people who can talk, who can complain, who can demand any other adding. But that is why you are a leader.
Now, when you say primo,
dear Hino.
Now, I'm going to do him.
Dear Hino.
Oh,
no, I said we don't have to even play it. But
for
the point
us to know.
No.
Because
maybe the end say it has a way. No.
One whoever he was talking. One kasa fear crown. One block of crown. You're clapping for the president. That's hypocritical on your part.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I think no problem. I think in some, we are appreciate the fact that the job of the president is difficult, but that is why we've given you the powers of the state. An executive presidency, crack the whip when you have to, reshuffle when you have to, call people out when you have to. Say DC is needed, and I'm happy so I can't say again, of course, the usual rhetoric. But I can say there will be a monitoring and evaluation team at the presidency, monitoring all the district and the DCs. No, but that's why I say it's part of the usual rhetoric. They will call you out. But I think we should see more action than the talk. In line with DCs, MCs, it's never happened before. I don't know. What's not since 2001. On the stretch from Obrey Hokra Efree, Ufri wage at toll boot,
No, if
Uba Atala was a hefan.
Yes, from SCC.
SCC. Eba Atala. Okay.
No problem. My better cry, Kasua Matraho, almost 10 years.
Almost 10 years.
You won't be that.
Okay, for those of you who are not aware,
no
problem. We'll read it. In the Ubashare video, now, ye mamona. Now, so we are familiar with Atala Hona. Where you Atala anymore, and as the inscription shows. Atala anymore, Kaswa, Atala, Malam Road. In the Ubasha video, we na, and ye, Obi Dayetio. Where your main road, ni any.
I see.
Ena, and you say free him. A begu quine soon, SC. In the Anope, Sisi, I'm a call saying that.
Say, Yana, Tiafa, Tipa trucks basic to be a basic quanuma. Omoya ma so mutu netieno the way shovel and kutuk to momodi to
now when they say shovel net you
enye netie de shovel to obi said no my hair can say president ne buafu na wo kasa so I frustrated.
Yeah,
first action was so take one MC or sa we jagbawe no man nko fie
e hono kwa district be ya
we jagbawe sa no mo
district ni no that be me one of the gan
south no here
that should be where
man from hono
a man from the Egan South.
Wejagbawe
municipal assembly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on, Dominic.
Okay.
Well, yes, Papa, I'm saying, friend, say Kumo
MC in the
yes, Kumo. Unim say no case here. Anopana kwan block here. Quite be me for home and be one way. Nka we expecting say Papa at least obetu car bi kura ba ho.
Yes.
No man barricade kwan no ama o me de bibi tape bi asan o say ho no fa ho enye yi. Oh, omu ja no sa.
In the Ubudu who anyway be
nothing.
raw
say ya. Say ya no esimu no pana be ama de achi no.
Ana se saka kese ye hu video yi mu yi.
Yes.
Omo ba no mo so be ka ho.
Omo so be ka ho. No anopa no mfi so betima afem aba. Omo be ka nanim enetie na ba tra number plate no kura be du car no suru say yo. Me hu bi da.
It is here no other cars are a use road omo fa hin. The other lane.
The other one no.
The other thing I was say a council is say, and to be fair to the assemblies, this is a highway.
Yes.
It's directly under the Ghana Highways Authority. I appreciate the fact that it was an assembly near intervention.
Yes.
I appreciate that. But ultimately, when you pay all Ghana Highways, what's your friend saying?
Chief engineer, Engineer Christian, yeah? Christian.
No.
Engineer Christian, yeah.
Engineer
I'm going to take him on this afternoon. But the reason why he cannot do that, he has been with us all these years. The sad aspect is that every day this country, Obiaba, we came to meet a worse situation. We came to meet a worse situation. Plans are far advanced. It's on the drawing board. It's in the pipeline. And all these pipelines are far advanced and on the drawing board. And we live like a preman. We live like the beast. But we live like the beast in this country. By any capre. Wo ko jibu se o China ni wa. No was a designer suit. Na China na ordinary wear be on this kanama. We are parading V8 across the length and breadth of this country. Wasting resources that can be used to push this country forward. It didn't start with this government. It didn't start with this government because if we don't shift away from that unneeded partisanship and we don't face the realities, Sosket, Ghana Nibia will go through this. Sosket, apart from Mama Unu, Sosket, Ghana Nibia will go through this. Sosket. Partisanship has been the solution to flooding in this country. I don't think I have Breno. Sosket.
True, me pa chop MC no wo ni din ma me. Why? There should be an intervention on the part of the assembly while we wait for your friend is say Ghana Highways for to move in. And Ghana Highways for no so no. We en wasa mo me yebeka. Engineers, you want to the office, huh?
Yeah, you understand.
Don't even know.
So stretch na making. She dan isisi wono. Yeah. Isisi nsuo mu. Best 5 buildings isisi wo nyina be ma tala ho nyina isisi nsuo.
Na we dan na call Busa Dominic. Dan call no.
Busa dan nyina gu.
Na make catch you say.
Also mo busa dan nyina gu.
Dan call no. The MP, the MCE, the people even living in that building, no. They got to know and they realize say ampa edan we dey ni kwase sia. Edan ni kwase sia that is where. And up to nim dia onim kayabo.
Me se wonim ba
bia cause tipa trucks. Twisa e fa na o ma block no. Twisa anwen gum. Manpower, resources, waste of everybody's time at the expense of Mother Ghana. Now ma me bia djumania. Na mo the Ghana mo ko so nye MPP ni NDC sa.
Obi na unim. O ma me ntwa no traffic no. E start Africa so krum.
Say omo nyina use one lane.
Yes. Africa so krum sa na obedu barrier ho ansana. What me na omo free wini ba ne ade omo ba no padwuma de.
Get the traffic move 4 hours. 4.5 hours. 5 hours.
5 hours.
And there is the head of Ghana Highways Authority, there is the head of the municipality in the MCE, and no intervention. Because we one I didn't 2 anything. Excavator. Right? One excavator can clear the road.
Clear one side.
Clear one side.
Clear one side.
Just it's very simple. One excavator.
A highway.
Of course. That is the highway.
But at least
No. There are certain structures in this system in this country that are bogus. The bureaucracy is unnecessary. MC Betima Yajumo Kacha say ordinance tachia. Highways for you. It's not your job.
Fantastic. My buildings is waterways and also highways never can Ghana Highway Authority never can.
Oh no, and the assembly and that's why the president has given them that mandate. Say
you think that the president can have mandate? The president no say an astute lawyer, somebody who is well versed in Africa, the world, and Ghana's democracy. One of the experienced people in our political journey. So certain mistakes. Certain blunders are unpardonable. That's why when he's upset, I'm saying, why are you upset? Mr. President, why are you upset? We all look on carelessly and recklessly. We all look on. And we've been looking on from time immemorial. Stop this work. Produce permit. Your data shown. That's the end. Finito.
But the other thing, man, is say Atala Hono and Obrigo na offer ho. It Anyana better quines than if
Anyano secretly say they shouldn't develop the area.
What
hills and no develop. You see, what you no, only problem no.
Charlie,
baby, I don't sabe so biano. Do you know who I am for no? Baby, I don't sabe so biao. I mean, me a men's scratch on Easter. Me can't from Abokobi to Ablaje to Agboba to Wisconsin. And then road minister acquired construction of new roads. I feel no be cross to air to fear him task, papa, into Okotoma, almost a banya papa. Obin Swas and Yanni Abuo, Abloko Gatana, Yayet, Nanseano, and Obia do ano year from Canada than 1 way. And the BSSC kiosk, SSC dying, our waterways. We have the assembly that is very ineffective, that is not working, that is so relaxed, because at the end of the day, no, Ghana bet you on the car, there are no KPIs, political appointees. Political appointees. Baobi.
Asempa Wadom FM sending me MC Nidi. I say friend Patrick Kumo. Honorable Patrick Kumo. MC Wejagbawe.
Yes.
Na amonya MP no. So one
yes.
Kasagu Mike nim.
Between Gassout any Wejagbawe. Okay.
The audience, Atala Hono, between Gansao and Wejagbawe. And I said the two assemblies can come.
You see, don't come and trivialize the core conversation. No. Forget about please. Why? We have stayed with this excuse for all this while. A bus assistant, I'm much fast. A bus shelter for development now. What is this? What is this?
Mama Yenya Botre. Take it time. Oh no.
Today, we are not going to allow people to come and explain matters all the time, and then Ghana will come back June, July, and come and celebrate this nonsense.
But the point you are losing sight of, Nesse.
And so MP hobby. But you no no moye.
Okay, honorable Tete, Aqua by to saying.
Obi me also ya pa na musula.
Ya me adom ye hoye. We straight to the point. Atala nim ho the Ekoso ho no we hu.
Na hu pa enra and party to by 5 o'clock na me will rest up. Me use one way no na eba ejuma. Obi we nya new thing. Adia Asidia is your better. You see, now, and yet Hong Kong, which now call old barrier. I may say old, but new Tobutra Yefiano. Before we do Tobu, that's a Majan fear, I see on main road, and also another place, it is. Now, because last year, I don't TV. Minia Omahini, ni Dominic, ni team, ni Nabahom,
yeah.
The truth of the matter, and I say, who is responsible for that issue, never honor, a Ghana Highway Authority. I'm aware, say, auditors are even query the assembly for spending the assembly's money in evacuating of Sana Ababegu road. I'm aware of my municipality. Say, why they are responsible? Find them main road, no, and a check gas out anyway, Jambawi, up to a certain point.
On Asempa
FM. Okay, Kaswa, a gas out. Opposite a whole kind of echo Kaswano, a whole F1 and a way Jambawi. But the problem, a war, and next 3 days, we call Ministry for Roads. We do now call construction, and the minister were having the meeting. I'm aware, and they had a meeting, a site meeting. Last year, Muba Hono, now Hydro Department of the Ministry of Works and Housing, I'm a contract, drains, drains, at the time I'm mobile, now they were doing relocation of the service lines. We were hoping that they could have finished the project before and see a very free Abba. And the municipal chief executive for Gassout and then Wejagbawe, myself and Tina Mensah as a member of parliament, we've jointly followed up this matter with the highway. Highway for Ngasagasa Baho. We do broadcasting junction, Menukase, highway for a major drains for her to divert the Wena Ebaho. The biggest problem is building in the waterway and destroying the vegetation and hold this sun. The only one and wash it from a floor down. And no problem. And it's a drain no crana and I was saying so femono. A top back one ye anyano, na baby sea drain no. Nothing anyano ayakwana. So we should go to the source of this problem. The problem is the vegetation that you have destroyed for construction.
I agree with you, but Honorable William said desperate times call for desperate measures. Exactly. As we speak, no, from video and Minuya Obriya Boafentem from Ede Abre Free Hono, I can see from the video, as I hear who's here on our Facebook live stream, no, say cars akesie mienu esi kwan mfimfin emrante bi kra shovel and omudi tu anwea no. When I look at the volume of sand in the middle of the road, and yes, shovel are there. So how do we immediately deal with the situation? And suddenly I share the medium to long-term problem.
Obi, my whole video, no, they were not seeking to clear the sand from the road. They are trying to free their track. Look, the last time I didn't see, yes, it's over 60-something trips. And yeah, the kid one go for mono. And nobody had ever used shovel to do that. As of Enra and you may not ensure that air pity. And the insurance to or more came a silty, we shouldn't think and somebody loader no ever. So they bring loader from highway to clear. And I wish that you can get to the highway for no. And both municipalities no don't have the capacity to do the evacuation except Ghana Highway Authority. And with place calls to Ghana Highway Authority, we are hopeful, say, they respond to the call immediately to clear it. But the issue will not say, so they try to say, a best settle, kakra, now evacuate,
Okay. It is here for road users. Omo free kaswa eba akra, omo free akra eko kaswa, omo eko wager, omo eko here. They are now forced to use just one lane, no?
Just one way. That's what we are resort to now. It's the most unfortunate situation development is here. And may they best 2 hours in the traffic.
In the traffic.
And yet comfortable.
When can we start using the 2 lanes? Way for on highways for our assurances, Ben.
Well, according to the municipal chief executive, but it's not been well. The whole of last week, so I have placed calls to highways. We hope in there, and they will come to arrest you and get the place cleared for tourists. But the only one there, it is not official. It is from the truck drivers no more, just trying to free their truck from the situation.
Yeah, I agree, but I'm thinking, sir, the major rainfall was on Saturday.
Yeah.
Monday in Sunnyside talk, Tuesday and Wednesday. And from Saturday, I started using 1 lane. 3 days later, we are still using 1 lane. Is this not so much of an emergency by now? Highways were mobilizing, so clearing that road. 3 days after the major rain.
Obi, wait there. I mean, network so far. Can you get to highway for me? I'll be glad.
Yeah, we might have to do that. We might have to do that.
I'll be glad.
We might have to do that. Honorable, my NAS in the fancy. And I think that is some of the things that did of course, I mean, it's convenient, it's easy to always blame political leadership and all of that, but technocrats Libya what the powers to do some of these things. Highways, what else would it take? 3 days after that major downfall.
Obi.
Now that's you use 1 lane. 3 days.
Mr. President, me pese first no mami so obepam MC Water South. Joseph Nyani. No dey why dey. Obi. So what you say ka utika so amanfo mo na wo ba. Abraho sem ne say. Make us say who say e onkrofo dodo kwan no so no. Afu ama che say ka yutan ka hu yi. Enso to yeti ye bisanse sa esoro ho no. Baby, Dominic Mochi area. Who is a quina, a erosion taking place at Mequano, a rubber community, just a horse block it. On CEO. On CEO, also call specials, I could share the Acoso. Such as Fianino, or Betty Gunano, Bosso Pompon Fay. Diana Yami, I say, say do say your MC's position now obi me deputy minister nti me dey call for my president we dey we mo na so mo ye adwuma no ma me nya say ho no emwa me na ampa na o ma afam ko no abetira MC no ate wo won twa tew ba yo man so mo property rates tew oh obi na just say powerful no ko no adwuma no so
MP can say for the past 1 week, no one said I'm fan. So what say? But me put no issue. My issue is say some of those issues I can't want to me. Embro MC is so.
Oh dear, oh show commitment. No be who say oh we dear. In fact, watch the BB now so. You want to change?
You manage to say.
No wait, nothing, absolutely nothing. Oma de omi ni na kumone nyani no. Oh. Oma de adwuma no so pofo na ye me ya serious o we obi ofi wini beba bia we make us dey o tie me bia frustrations amanfo community say obi ya ekwan ye best just 15 minutes no
ordinary we be best saying
4 good hours and say no do maria
no
what just Africa so na o ko na o ko kra dia aye bi o ko ya na ye kakra isan say yen na ye ko ni road no na o me ba na fast yen no more access to the road no dan o mo e ba na obi oba me ka se obi a odwuma ye ti kasoa o ye later me sro nyabotre ma na nye faulta nye faulta
and for some of you I be a mutie with radio who need access to internet access to internet and kebeboa for you to see pictorial evidence what really the situation is on that stretch of the road it is terrible. I mean, if baby or I am not terrible, so imagine say a choir double lane, two namha. Now one a block munina and I'm one. So and you can imagine the pressure in the traffic. And this happened Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, every Wednesday. Yemfa excavator be uncorp. I mean, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And say only assemblies didn't go. Almost say highways. Juma. What is the highways in all of this? An excavator just to clear a honor. I am more trouble.
Still, I can't
believe it.
I see only
and phobia. What is a major highway?
Farm farming community be road. And in Suatone when they see people from Faboy being far.
I can't believe it. And it's not Steve said you will road diversion view of the crowd. Could no crown or horse over Sabana trap because of beer for Binti. I mean, how can I say? Wait, Saturday, Sunday, Monday morning, this was some excavators so air clear. This is a major highway.
Regional Minister of the Western. On your own court or crab within a year. When the
political leadership fund you money the technocrats no idea and
technocrats in the Edman now on soon to me won't mean Sakeno because you're now appointing Obi also in a Juma and a political appointment President Wakasem you be a debate to say a transfer nephew. Yes, almost Omonyo Juma ye. Nemo Kumo and Nyani no dear. Mr. President said, first MC or person or sound woman, because on second term you. That one.
Domi, Monfre, Cecil Wintumon, Cecil Wintum, MIA. Highways, not highways, one should be there.
Cecil want to be a Christian engineer, Christianity, or Cecil want to be. Or they will do it. Cecil want to be. And Mammy, catch you. What minister?
Yes.
Then the one contractor, you know, fake and you may be a bridge the boo or and so we engineer no sir. And so we unity. Some public service you pay the transfer. And also another problem for this country. So engineer road minister Mekachero, unity. Engineers are most supervising collaborating with Ghana Bokabia. You your body. Me baba Ghana for Kasa so, but the man pay the sass, you know.
And the
man call man pay the paper man. Okay. Me baba Ghana for so. Me baba Ghana for so. Me kaho, obi kaho. Just this afternoon. Just this afternoon. A driver for mu usu sa, a crime friend saying, I can't get them cross.
Yeah.
No one edge. I want edge.
Pavement. No?
Yes. And when quadrant, I can't get to a Miss Miko, not traffic here. Not many people.
Yeah.
No way here for you. Just this afternoon. South Africa, SC, East Legon, you throw one.
Yeah.
A crime IPMC,
yeah.
I also be seen back to Accra. Throttle level in India, maybe come a fashion. I don't know or facing me, maybe come for facing me. Maybe on the candy piano, and I'm saying they never bought down Krumana of your son. Let me beat them up. You're gigantic. No, if you don't go back, Ekosiisen M'Ahiasem. Because if you all don't contribute towards Ghana's problems, solving that, nobody can solve our problem for us. Ghana for this year to come, I'm going to find your man say, nobody is talking. Until through this part, right, the police for even though I say, one of small is a movie. Obia say, JB. I don't say, yeah, the solitude. And super glue and that's some content. Yeah. We are jokers. Serious. What if I say MPP in this move? Now you say John Mahamo, Nanado, Alanchemanti, or Free Akoto, Baumia, or Bomoba. Ghana be to within 2 seconds. You are a contributory factor. You are a contributory factor. You are a contributory factor. What time I'm okay, Kase? For Achimota Forest. Switchback, Abansa in Atontong. Switchback,
Abansa I think I was saying that about with the list. I'm buying penny for I'm buying them for 4 no. And then yes, man, the beneficiary of Achimota lands. Come a cockot. It's the yes, I mean, clear, because sometimes
you know, there be that emphasis and 9. Where we have gotten to in this country, it's not the intimidation, it's not the desperation, it's not their quest to lead this country and let us feel like we are vulnerable, so they are always taking advantage of us. It's enough. It's enough. If we are a serious country, this flooding matter, like you are minimizing to the best minimum because Okola pass like we are, a quanu na border. La Paz. La Paz. Nobody.
And they will also come back and complain. And they are meant to you know. What would you go?
But you you are contributing to the problem that we have. That's why I side with the president. But the president have the power
to deal with
power. That's okay.
It's sad. But now me person you share.
Yeah. MCO Otusenya East. Anita Obo and a birthday.
Okay.
Intimation happy.
No, the oye Juma.
One mami catch honeymoon what you or no so what in honeymoon a week. Or buy a same when you want to watch us here. Watch us here. No. Yes. And you want to win birthday.
As a honeymoon at Cheddar. That's almost sure I'm in at it.
And one day I said,
that's somebody who got to see for God money. Driving for no die here.
Do you want for now?
No, yeah, me see, young fan one by one the air. In the trouble. In the Obri and Medas.
And it's Obo. Happy birthday. Obono. Fancy.
Ekosiisen East MC. That's Kaswa. Okay. Yeah, man, I would die.
One shot.
Kaswa, we used to there.
And I'm about
to problems do not assume.
And I'm a debano. More be a medimachi may Mate. And you only do that's it. And you Obri that's it. A clear at say, oh my hand. After young call and Rama made the announcement between them. Say, and then no. Yeah, well, exclusive be on Asante driving. M'Ahiasem.
Special prosecutor. And now, minimum, we charge Papa 120 counts. That's not a problem.
No, I think 20.
You see, that's not, even if it is 120 charges on the prefect, that's not a problem. For the records, between me in the records to other elections, when I on an asthma,
okay,
and away 3 by 4 fan, issue a fan, on an asthma. when you be a special prosecutor, he gave us his word that he will make corruption unattractive.
Yeah.
First in chairman, now the president say, everything dropping MC, what is the problem?
Omunya foforo.
Now, me say what is the problem? I just said damn
No nomination so far.
Obetimi na dambo twa kasana. Now me bisa president so kase no nomination. But just say me kase.
No, some people say me yeah.
When you sir and a bear cardinal no.
Yes.
This is the reality that grabbing. Papa na ya born kwa du no. A mo chi no tape to say no kase mo jimi sika mo fam sika fam. O free ho be pem na wi am no kase. Obi grabbing photo obi aba. Obi. Na do. Oh, because why frustrated with the attitude? We are frustrated with the attitude too. Because our master for is like post.
And a driving MC.
Oh, Obi. And he, yeah, 100 years. Won't make us me BS to see our block system. My better, me say, driving for Ghana for local government system. My member was down for professor and prof. It has become more than a cardinal sin.
Yeah.
That impunity in our governance system is just too much. If we don't start solving the problems that they are Ghana's problem, we cannot imbibe in the future generation that core values of a Ghanaian, patriotism and love for your country. Patriotism and love for your country. The pledge, me can't have a pledge in the year. Me say to Ghana pledge because one day here to trust me am before a chiafa we are still from na so ye nya Ghana for this year omudi opepa ni odo e betima gina kono me no mienu any omam specialize in such operations as soldier for opposing for immigration fire service intelligence officers NIB for the national security for ye nyina kono a ye timi anchire odo anfa pepa so ma Ghana amani be kodichi enti bambo onsem no you are the number one security yourself.
That's true.
The toss should be as I say, buying Ghana for and motivating your security and intelligence agencies to the highest point, so that they will not cut on to little pressures and offers. Some of them. As I say, buying share. Nani padudu na omo the private areas no. Omo sitem etimi lobby them for foolishness.
Ekosiisen M'Ahiasem.
Now everything has changed. Everything has changed. In terms of amamboye for omuduma omudi. They come in the form of NGOs. Some come in the form of pastors, sheikhs, all the titles you can think of, journalists, business tycoons. They normally enter our deprived areas. Now they are joining where masses are.
And you mean terrorists?
Terrorists.
Yeah.
They do that now. Nothing no sukoya amanyosem. Now, nothing no sukoya MPP NDC. Prevention continues to be far better.
There is this sad news. I was saying again some of the effects of the recent flood. So, Oshe North Kaneshie area, where one health center is several Kaneshie Polyclinic. Yeah, and on my means one who pictures now, but from one mutie, over Facebook, over who pictures, in the creation, where pictures from Kaneshie Polyclinic, hospital, power flats. Insure about what I've heard now, and they say, and where Elvis Darko. Or say, Obi, Kaneshie Polyclinic has been shut down following the flood. The pictures no any. Say, Obaba be share pictures. Now where Kaneshie Polyclinic?
Obi,
it's terrible.
Polyclinic we need per serve. Kwako bubuashi.
Yeah.
Oko Dakuma area ho na oba Kaneshie ankasa.
Tell you, OPDO.
Meka say na edan na so wo de hwedan na si wo no.
OPD pa na teche nsu afa hota.
Obi a oye adwuma wo a wo ben me. na ne ɔmo fam wɔ saa polyclinic wei yɛ si hɔ nom no
hwɛ nsuo ne ba ward hɔ nyinaa hwɛ ward no
ɛhɔ deɛ ɔmo ankasa no wodu ɛtɔ da na ɔmo akasa o ɛkɔ ha prɛko polyclinic a wɔhu baabi a makyɛ wɔ sɛ ɛsɛ no wɔhu areas no bubu ahyi kaneshi hɔ nom a north kaneshi area hɔ nom ansa na ebi bubu fi circle ne other areas kɔ wobɛka sɛ bi a koko clinic hyɛ mfimfini hɔ ba wei yɛ baabi a sɛ ɛha no emu dwo adeɛ a ɛyɛ aban deɛ ne wo sɛ koko clinic na kɔyɛ ɛyi kakra
public
ba
private
wei no deɛ obi ɔmo ni hwee kaneshi polyclinic ɔmo ni hwee ɛwɔ hɔ nom na nsɛn ni maa te sɛ ɛsɛ mp ne sɛ ɛdan a ɛsi hɔ over 20 years ɔmo kye ɔmo ni ward o ɔmo ni ward bi ɔmo ni bibi nti wei yɛ ato ɔmo no so ɔmo atwem di a megye di sɛ bɛyɛ 10 years na ɔmo ni yɛ kaneshi polyclinic
because how nsuo na timi akɔ wɔ ɛna ɔmo akae sɛ ɛhɔ ne hospital na consulting room no abubu na administrator sɛ ɔtwɛn sika free
yɛ pɛ results oriented obi saa problem wodu abena deputy minister president
abena sɛ asare
abena on so we refuse before the say now hospital to be used if we share right okay the chrome okay now kan no the bia na so to ya na say hospital and hospital will be what if for yeah results
we the OPD part actually this doesn't look good at all. But I guess more shutting it down. But the impact on
5 years to say you don't know who fly na and you bring. You go na for consent on 20 years in Accra. You do any
oh my nsuo tɔ na kaa bi ase wɔn kɔ hot fm asɛm na me wobɛfa fam afiri neoplan station hɔ akɔsi bɛɛ first light asa no wanya kaa
no be said this time kwade
nsuo no nya baabi fa wo na nsi
first now we be awo adwuma no mo post no ne mo cables ɛho biebie ɛma ebi so tuto nsuo no ne be wu saa
ba ɔman ne ɛwo kan wɔn sɛ amanfoɔ de messages bi ba ɛna nyɛ Ghana nko ɛna nyɛ Ghana nko yehu na nsɛn deɛ kɔɔ so wɔ other countries ɛhɔ so baabi flade ba wobɛgye di sɛ wogya deɛ yi a mo ka ataala hɔ deɛ no anwea no da so gu odi ntia sɛ ka wɔ sɛ ba na baabi a ameno ne deɛ a mo ka yɛ no adeɛ bi ɛsɛ yɛ bia no ɛntɛm ne yɛ afiri hɔ na sɛ bɛtɔ saa bi major road ti sɛ wei na sa anwea no da so
those text messages no they should forgive me. We've gotten to a point where we have to have our homegrown solutions. We cannot.
Comparison.
We cannot. We need young cats because we have created a problem. You need the solutions to the problem. Who go for contractor? Now you have bridge. Now within 1 month, a bugum. Now building engineer, a road engineer. And a same year, a castle where you
now
over comparison.
Now that's so assembly.
Bridge bubuana. On my break, and you mean quiet in Muntem. When the Bekwa showed the work in Wabro, Pantai, Bokobi Road. The road minister had to reorder the person to do it because within 1 month, I showed to him, Nasapitino, Gusinano, Netutu Basa. Nobody is held accountable or responsible in this country. It will be IBB or Fanudi. I don't know my cost or my would be a Macas Montiasi. No ma akoso o man we mu no enti obia me behave say afa na BBC no bi be a portion blame ye nyina ya we blame no de enti awie me ka say enye papa second for no na bembe bu ana say obe express that frustration no because you are leading but all of us we are falling short of developing the country Ghana because of greed, because of unneeded partisanship. If we want to drift and now focus on the Ghana agenda. Let us drift and stop the lamentations and talking.
It's true. Ekosiisen M'Ahiasem 94.7 FM.
Ekosiisen M'Ahiasem FM.
Okay, we say time ticking bomb. Wager Hills may be coming down with a lot more cells to cover the Accra bound road from Kaswa this rainy season.
Baby, any wager here. Okay, now baby, any quantity here. Now we see that.
And we buka no be a check.
No be a check. And no assembly ni to me say omuyi free wo. Not move for the aka chair say fe no mo de mra ko parliament ni agye atum na omo atumi abubu adan na assemblies ne so e. Enti we no say ye lament a che wan. Say mpanimfo na da assembly no assemblies na no susu dia. Na say ye ni hwe ye.
Well, my point is until we find a way of getting our assemblies to work and work well. Charlie, we are marking time.
Because we president in free Jubilee House one more. And kwasi sasa nya na egu atala hona na say. Nti this CEOs MCEO te honom no. Di nti no wote office honom mo so ya no pa akwa adwuma. But president no ni sa reshuffle na amanfo call for no. Se nipa no nya adwuma na no wabutu ne house.
Minister no nko ntimi bibia o ye bi wakansi nsem wo ye bi because Zongo Junction on say okoye no odi nkantan ko chim na e wo fom and wasa akoye de watwa kantan so can you believe say kantan na watwa so no Ghana for no say ejutwa kantan
eno de omuyi ba from da o omuyi ba from na che say ni pa no ni esese wo ye no wo ye eti obi
okay it my yenhwe na ye ntoa so with Ekua and on my own say Adom TV had a new documentary show about a friend Esukodo.
We do dosuko.
Do Esuko akon semine Unfortunately for you, the first Esukodo. Juma ya wo ho na Ekua boatwe ya Adom and yeba yentie promo no yentie promo
Esukodo ye fring cry ebedru tachiman no nia ya behu jejo nia kaye ho abia Adom TV Adom FM and Asempa FM ye dia Sukodo na ebrewe documentary Ghana's poultry industry the rot mess and failed promises ye do suko ewon kokwanyen mu ohawe bom akwansidie no bohye no empanimfo di so enfidijuma ebeboa ma yekun kokom na wie omai Ghana
Ekosiisen M'Ahiasem FM
150,000 capacity akame koko 50,000 Malay workers verse 40 off
akuafo ne se eburo ni bi ni ho
visa aban no so de ni hwe ho na otoy no dugu hostel bi ne gu yanka no boya de sanka we yaba nanka demand na akofem nanka nyama nyina akof
aban panimfo se eburo ni bi wo ho
enye se eburo no ni ho ne bo na yeden
irrigation project a eboa yen ama ya doburo afimu ni nyina no enu nie
bese 4 years ni yan ye ejima asase no so na eda hono dam no na eda na kwaya enwura na ewo so no
yennom sukwe Esukodo ye domusuko no kure no bededi
Esukodo Adom FM Adom TV eni Asempa FM ene de bro memene de bia enwumre no miensa empire mu ewo Adom TV so Adom TV ye wazo ye Asempa FM.
That's a Esukodo, and it promises to be really exciting.
Even with this now, Banobi, clearly,
say
lapses be your system anymore. Government needs to react to these lapses and to be truthful.
Of course.
And I'll call on the sector minister. So on the poultry channel.
On the poultry channel.
Dr. Afriyakutu. The meaning the content or the details of the Ekua but clearly, about poultry needs planting for food needs livestock and something. Ekua Boachwa happens to be, like I said, head of agric or whatever in this sector. It is clearly, I trust her judgment. Media say, yeah, Makwan BM and my documentary. Now you know, I buy a bios and one kokema. Now I buy my response. Ekua Mesro. Only team no move mujuma dena. I expect response from government for us to get solutions to these things.
Of course, because it cannot be. Juma as a media is to highlight and expose some of these challenges. We are the responsible institutions.
It's incumbent on Dr. Akoto every year. If indeed,
a free Akoto and Akoto a free. Or say ka ho ana.
Debbie. Oh.
Or saying ka ho.
Or saying ka Debbie. Oh.
Okay.
Don't a free. A great minister.
Okay.
Person be a great minister.
A great minister.
Omon homoding.
Our president Teddy.
Presidential hopeful for the new patriotic party.
On Asempa.
Omon homoding.
Okay.
Na sa esi uja kuya fitika.
Poetry seminar. Yes, and that's why Okoye Ejuma on this documentary,
Mesre no matese wakasa wom. Ba mesre no. Sometimes, in Ahobrasema, these ministers, some ministers, they shouldn't take up that responsibility, which is not theirs. They should give it to their agencies, the departmental heads. Poetry no go agree. Minim die ubawuna she obi ase. So lapses be you should hold that person responsible and report that person to the minister for the minister to initiate action. Because me, Debbie Ameka, the broiler project, say ketimi kosu ye pa be see na. Busa ekuya ka problem no way. Ka doman kusha en want my eye na. Nka nkukọ ye nkofan nkukọ se bi funu. Ye ba a regime of 60-40. 60% deportation, 40% local breed, trying to ensure, say, kakra, you be cutting off the same old Ghanaian mentality and Kabbalism.
In putting this documentary together,
Obi made the many chair region Bakua, a honum say, ye can't coconyan, or Mona, the Ebeka said the second highest.
Ekosiisen M'Ahiasem.
Okay. Bono region. Doma hinkru.
Okay.
Adia baako a epusu me ma me call me ankasa mani di poultry production nechi. But from 2019 obi doma nko ano na enkoko a ekita poultry farmers e ho no mo eye 8 million.
8
million in 2019.
Enkoko asin baako.
Mako 8 million.
Domanko.
Ho no ye ka so omunya enkoko anye baako mienu asem o. Na obi etumi de 2 weeks elusu 1.4 million Ghana cedis. Sika. Eti se 2019 na enkoko a ekito omunya ne wo honom eye 8 million. Now from 2019 to 2022 ni some kita 2 million. What in near making ya say? Na say 6 million. Ashe. Enkoko ni 6 million e free mu. Eti na me pese me hu say
free mu say o maton wanya ho sika.
Ebi wo hono mu a omo say o kasa waton a enya ne waton enya sika e wo say onya. Obo ni donko mi because enkoko wo hoyi no ye wo time a ye di feed omo. So when feeding enkoko that time a
Ekosiisen M'Ahiasem.
Ebi bewu, ebi su nkosia dodo e wo se unya no unya na ese ka ne beba enti ne ma me nton wo mo ti omo bondo nkomi eno omo wie ye obi se walusu 1.4 million ebi se 1.6 omo ka ne ho no mo na de in the documentary no bi wo be hu investment amanfo aye wo krom ho a ko omo no de ko omo e madwen se adwuma a omo ye de agya nchirima eti se na Ukrobia when you mubisa 1 district 1 factory omo say ye de ye processing factory
from kokono
send ye be ya nka nkokono dodo no kra ye kraba no eso beti ni nyina no me ye madwe se mehwe processing factory no Ekosiisen die nti e na nkoko 8 million no abeka 2 million akwansidie no challenges no e ye den ba obi me ko ye niam me ko hu ye no na se ya nhyeda moyeti mu po se ye pese enkokonyen poultry production no ekoso wo magimu na se ye fa no daada se ne ye adwuma no a amanfo beboka ye bewi nkokwa e bema ye yade wo magimu na no so achi no yuta na nka omo ye adwuma wo poultry no mu no omo nyina bebe fie etina se unemployment no ani asan ede ba
Ekosiisen
M'Ahiasem. Bibisa ye na se omo biggest problem eye feed enuane e wosa omode ma nkoko no ebrobu ayeden se eba niema omo keka bomu a ede ye nuane na omo nya biba ebro for me 60% of niema omode ye nkoko nuane no ɛna ɔmo nya bi ba me so me believe ne ne me ko hu ye obi wo a wo hwe Facebook and say YouTube no wo hu ne wo silos no
ne nyina wo doma ahinkro
ebi wo me ko tachiman me ko nkranza me ko doma ahinkro me ko brekum sa areas ni nyina
sa we private and as aban de
japade na wo hu ga ne san aban japade na
I was am come the store aburo ni ade
e wo se ye the store aburo me ko ye no ne me ko ye nyina na ba akokora anim
abronim
silos no abronim eti silos no sisi ho no mokwa ebi wo ho no
wo documentary nim
wo documentary no mu eti sa wo hwe tachima de ani say ya eno ye be 9 na make na abro ebekom nya abro ketwa wo be 9 no abro ba akokora anim
ba wonim in order not to take the wind out of the sail of this documentary it was say ye hwe na ye ma amanfo hu say daben ye documentary
memenda
Saturday ye da ye nimi
Saturday ye
time ben
ye be yin 3 p.m.
Ewa Adum TV. Ewa Adum TV.
Adum TV.
3 p.m. Adum TV.
Adum TV.
3 p.m. Ewa Adum TV. In mumra mehwe esukodo we first edition. I mean, enkens you fresh. Say ebia what say oh you say your friends the domain kro na poultry ne de domain kro na wo and poultry farmers aka kire mu say oh akoko adwuma na e form ne ade but now we per evidence e de hu a this is it. And for us as a media go out there and expose Nioma Ekosu in the system and papa. And that's what Ekuya and her team are solid work. Solid work. I mean from start to finish. Yeah.
One who die na ba ko ameka ansa na obi media see ne amiko hu ye. One say me ko ye Ekuya no ma meti ase say bro no. Say omunya bi nyina na sase da wan ko mbetumi ado ba nsuo no nto afimu ni nyina eti ye wo Ghana Irrigation Authority ekuhodo a yate say ye nhwe na nka irrigation system no entumi nkoso ena meti se tachima itano so bi wo ho na mi kodu wo no nipa ono ye manager water no so tachima itano so irrigation project no be say 4 years ni kura jam office no nko ne office wo video no nyina no the documentary office one near me gugu form te say me so ne do no ma na buka me nsem
oh ne office no
na machines wo say ye de irrigation no machines petrol na o makọ toilet aguso
petrol
machines ni bi ye munu dwan a obi ye mfan share for
aboso so ye tuaneka ba onko
office na akromfo so akotwitwa light cables wo ho no mu nyina
no o under ministry ben irrigation is under agric in the akoto say him akoto free him
enunti na o man kan say ye hwie a response a esene fata no e wo seba wahu cables na make no
o mo twani nyina
cables no mo o cha say o mo twitwa ni nyina akromfo no ye so o mo tu dan no soro ceiling no mo wura mu no mu twitwa because cables na nya nkitinkiti bi o
machines rutu say ye fix ye share dan chair you
in
futuro na aye ho
and ye wo bi so kra ye nya fix ye no ye say mampani dada John Dramani Mahama abre so no mo de ba eno de mu no ena egu honom ena asase no kọ be ebro 1000 o asase no da honom eti nsuo sese ye nsuo asase
na wo se edidu ya da ye bro
ebro betumi de adua bro mampani dada John je ku fo abe so di dua vegetables na area hofo keka wahu machines na egu ho no area hofo keka sika omunya aye no ba ese ni akoba ne se machines no yesi dam no ba bi ebu omu hia sika anke wo se omode reconstruct sika no maaye eti ensuo no omu ntumi nya adwuma na asase ne da ho
na asase ne so da ho
nti yesi ye nsuo to
na ye pa buru di ama nkoko no
sese ye nsuo to no na asase no omu so betumi adua bibi yesi ye irrigation system o but nsuo nto ya etu in the documentary no enema ewom doso because nie hia me ne say ya try say yes solve that problem we afi bia poultry farmers ni eburo ho no omu besu enye abanya bresonko abanya betwam nyina obi aba no aye promise aba ye behwe na ye dua eburu ama omanya bi ye ya ne asan besi achi eti ye say ye per lasting solution kwan ben na wose etumi fa so na ye system bi say eburo no ye dua kra ne ye beso poultry farmers ni the whole year ni
ye mfama wo
mo
agree ma yenhwe ne yemfa NC. I mean, I think we've whet your man for appetite enough. Saturday 3 p.m. Adum TV Esukodo. Yeah, they bremo. Yeah, dress into Ghana's poultry industry. Esukodo.
That is why I'm saying
follow-ups.
The follow-ups are important. And this one, let me appeal to the sector minister once again. On share agencies na shema say adwuma we na no be asin to on share so mo de anu yi ye pe dodging bia
because more on share Facebook machines a go hopper or silos and this is just a tip of the iceberg. On Saturday you get a full documentary
and I also tell okopim wo baby on kan kire me.
Oh yes, of course.
Now the owner area Ghana I engage you services now. Now they all say, "Oh no, Bana multimedia for a Tunisian to Juma we Emma Ghana and Conkai. Oh no, Ba horses as in Tona Wako identify no Casahua. Now, Mr. Kameka sector minister. We have to start firing people.
And only problem I won't know if say Nipani be siren for food and jobs. Soon say after planting for food and jobs, no, and one year won't nipa or dano. Wokɔ ministry hɔ nom so a yɛ wɔ ne ɔhwɛ animal production ya wo de no nka bɔ nyina hyɛ wase etu bi sa sɛ nipa ni nyina no de na ɔmo yɛ ɛno na ya hyɛ da sɛ tam no so irrigation project ne yɛ de obi ato ano me frɛ no wunim me frɛ no na ɔse wakɔ hɔ ana na akɔ yɛ ma
no mo di trachre minister no ya
wokɔ ahwɛ no wanka ne ɛbɛma mo akyere ni o
ɛna me na ɔte choba idi
ɛna me kai wɔn
ɔda fie
ya wo fufuo ne adwon kwan ma
caretaker na me kɔto no hɔ nom no wotie n'anum asɛm na ɛsɛ nipa no on see office na ade in the video no wo be hu ne documents futuro na konwa esi hɔ ne fine
ɔmo na yɛ Taisha singlet
but that's what I'm saying that the sector minister should take notice of this.
Odifufuo ye hu ne
no commissioner encourage akuya wie agrika Uncle Road chief directors the engineers engineers consultants so no must ye queen no
engineers no ni mo reply o mo deba circle interchange no who say ho flood ye no engineer oye adwuma no minya ni bisa na ma ne ka che me say contractor de man no ya amfa gata yi anka no ka che say wonyi kwai
they say who don't hear we ya amwakwata ni engineers na across the length first one the engineer na or supervisor bridge na man bu esi a pam esi a unit esi a pam no afija de enko abere no for esi a pam no
here
esi a pam no that engineer no we are that ministry no obasa koye wadwuma
mate omane ya da se akua ya da se
na do so
mempamo
mame fa we ntwam
mempamo ochena se ya 3 days more na regional elections no yezi Kumasi uhuru baba unim se ebi mu the petition about national se Kumasi omomfa injunction into abato no o se nipa ne se abato bebi omo koto RCC no omompe enti eno de ena
omo no be kire bebi omo koto abanana
o se
apamfo no mo no ya pa omo se omo koye ama bibia mu ada ho fan no ono na be kire se apamfo na party ndi tumi ahye mu no anagidi ahye mu no omo nim de omo ya na is that what they are going to say
no omo se voters register no omo hu de aye
voted
album no omo hu de aye
national bakra tu ene hu de national Ghana national
nansame na okay
make busa national no
indi omu ntieti amanfo fa ahudie so
when fa ahudie na beti ntieti national ntieti fa ahudie so Sal continues to be a cardinal sin
but obi
me dey hear me akua dey hear me say I'm not expecting any free thing because of what they've demonstrated over time.
Okay.
It's bambo say yen central for ye call no. Yen bambo ne hiam na nyom hwehwe mo aso ne hiam yo. Yen bambo essential for
any here.
3 critical areas to watch: Eastern region, Ashanti region, and a Central region.
Central we mo aye dey.
Oh, keys of the tradition goes on. Edi ani.
For Greater Accra region.
Oh, tradition goes on.
Greater Accra.
But
Greater Accra so mo dey. That Greater Accra is mo nya dey.
RCC wo no enya aban tena ye.
Aban tena ye.
Party adwuma no mo nya no ho.
Awo wo de no. Awo ya aban tena ye.
Party adwuma no.
Mate. Ekosiisen so ma men kai mo se de edi kai no regional elections no and yes some of the aspirants will join us in studio. Jerry Osaipoku, Ejina, Ewo, Eastern Region as organizer. Rhoda Efi Ishen, Pre Regional Treasurer, Ewo, Western Region. Kofi Edum Bewa, Pre Ashanti Regional Chairman. Kofi Edum Bewa, Ashanti Regional Chairman. Omumienu will join us in Omomiensa will be in studio now for your friend Omuaka on phone. And we are talking to a lot of them. Ain't Freunia non Freunia, so I am people delegate in Kwadia. They should come and listen to some of